talk about like aliens but they here. What hit Mexico was not a natural phenomenon. It was a energy weapon, and it worked in two parts. One part is an invisible ion accelerator, and what this do is at an atomic level, it makes all of the ions that is extra on the atom vibrate, and they all take on a positive charge. And then they release something in the atmosphere, in the upper atmosphere, called a proton. It's a proton wave field where it sends out a bunch of protons. So protons have a negative charge. So when they had a positively charged ions, they can calibrate it to what depth they want it in the ocean or in the ground to make the lightning strike. This is an energy weapon, and it's the same as creating an artificial static link from the atmosphere to the earth. And what they did is they had such a large amount of it concentrated in a low portion under Mexico that when they released the proton accelerator in the sky, it caused an explosion underground of electromagnetic energy. And so this electromagnetic energy shot a bolt of lightning into the atmosphere and caused a thunderstorm at the same exact time that it made a 7.4 magnitude earthquake in Mexico City. Now, we had spirit messages that preceded the event that's recorded. Christina Vargas had a dream, and in her dream she seen the lightning when it struck the ground, and I was actually on the phone with her in real time when the earthquake hit Mexico. Now, the ship is fucking humongous, and it was right on the other side of the cloud cover. And right on the other side of the cloud cover is where the what Farrakhan called the mother plane is currently sitting on the dark side of the planet from the sun, using the shadow of Earth as a cloaking device to hide just outside the back of the moon so you can't see it. But it's there, and that motherfucker big. And so the follow-up spirit message comes in off of a similar event, historical record. And Drea had a dream in which she was on top of these giant structures, and she observed a giant craft break the sky, and she knew that it was some fighting going on, but she was unbothered by it. So when I get the message, it's a 7-4 knock. That's a GD knock. And the GD knock tells me that when they came to talk to me, they would tell me who the fuck they wanted to see. Well, they want to see a man in Colorado Max by the name of Larry Hoover. That's who they knocked for, the king of the GDs, because the GDs then kicked in the fucking door on all this bullshit. So now they want the king to answer. So the king of the GDs is Larry Hoover, unequivocally, undisputed, without a doubt. And they gave a GD knock for Larry Hoover, which is a Blue Lodge knock, to answer the call. Now, because we operate how we operate, he can't go without a witness. So in his hometown, he has a counterpart off of a Red Lodge who is fearless. And that's what we want. We want that motherfucker, when they look in his eyes, they know he ain't to be fucked with. And that's Chief Malik Angel Bay. Since y'all don't know who y'all leaders is, when these motherfuckers come, y'all don't even know who to send them to. Well, I'm telling y'all who they want to talk to. You need to get on Biden's ass and tell him he need to free Larry Hoover. Because that's who they want to talk to. They don't want to talk to no Joe Biden puppet ass because they know he ain't running shit. They want to talk to Larry Hoover. So let Farrakhan know that the message from the mother plane is they want to see Hoover front and motherfucking center ASAP. They ain't happy with the way this shit been going. So since there was nobody on the ground that understood the language, I had to learn that shit. And since Larry told me we was brain banging and this shit was of galactic proportions, I buckled down in the books. And since he flipped me the knock and I flipped him the knockback and I answered, they came to me and told me to tell you motherfuckers they want to talk to Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover, the king of the disciples. That's who they want to talk to.